Hi friends, welcome to MVS Online Academy. In the academy, we started Indian Polity series. In the series, last video, we discussed 2024 UPSC preliminary question paper Indian Polity questions. Today, we are going to discuss PT 2023 Indian Polity questions. Question number 1. In essence, what does due process of law mean? Option A, the principle of natural justice. B, the procedure established by law. C, fair application of law. D, equality before law. Correct answer is A, the principle of natural justice. What is natural justice? It is an expression of English common law. It involves a procedural requirement of fairness in lawmaking process. Next, what is due process of law? Under due process of law, court would not only check the procedural validity but also check that whether a law is just, fair and reasonable. In this case, court would also go beyond the legislative wisdom of the enacting a particular law. Next, what is procedure established by law, which is mentioned in the Indian Constitution? In this, the court would only access whether the legislature has followed the right to procedure to form a law or not. It would not go into the legislative wisdom or rationale behind the formation of a specific law. This is the difference between procedure established by law and the due process of law. There are two famous cases in India related to procedure established by law. In 1951, Sankari Prasad case, Supreme Court used procedure established by law to interpret Article 21. This is very narrow interpretation of Article 21. But in 1978, Maneka Gandhi case, Supreme Court used due process of law to interpret Article 21, which is the broader concept of Article 21. Finally, Supreme Court said, even though due process of law is not mentioned in the Indian Constitution, but it is the implicit part of procedure established by law. Question number 2. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. In India, prisons are managed by state governments with their own rules and regulations for the day-to-day administration of prisons. Yes, it is the correct statement. Second statement. In India, prisons are governed by the Prisons Act of 1894, which expressly kept the subject of prisons in the control of provincial governments. Yes, it is also correct statement. Now, correct answer is A. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. Now, prisons are in entry 4 of the state list. Question number 3. Which one of the following statements best reflection the chief purpose of the constitution of a country? Option A. It determines the objectives for the making of necessary laws. B. It enables the creation of political offices and a government. C. It defines and limits the powers of the government. D. It secures social justice, social equality and social security. Correct answer is C. It defines and limits the power of the government. The chief purpose of the Constitution is to establish fundamental principles, structure and functions of a government and to define the rights and freedoms of the individual within a country. Constitution serves as the supreme law of the land and provide a framework for governance, ensuring the balance of power, protecting individual rights and guiding the functioning of the states. Constitution protects the state from the arbitrary use of the power, totalitarianism and the authoritarianism. This is the purpose of the constitution of a country. Question number 4. In India, which one of the following constitutional amendments was widely believed to be enacted to overcome the judicial interpretation of fundamental rights? Correct answer is A. First Constitutional Amendment Act. This is the correct answer. Now let us see how the First Amendment Act overcomes the judicial interpretation of the fundamental rights. First of all, let us see what are the reasons for the amendment are. The series of Supreme Court and High Court judgments had struck down provisions of public safety laws, press related laws which were deemed to be incompatible with the right to freedom of speech and expression under Article 19 Clause 1. Here two important cases I mentioned. One is Brisbhushan case and the second is Ramesh Thapar case. The first Constitutional Amendment Act added new articles to the Constitution. They are 15 Clause 4, 16 Clause 4, 31A, 31B and a new schedule, 9th schedule added to the Constitution. Apart from this, Article 19 Clause 2 added with here public order, friendly relations with the foreign states and incitement to an offence. The three words added to Article 19 Clause 2. Question number 5. Consider the following organizations or bodies in India. The National Commission for Backward Classes, the National Human Rights Commission, the National Law Commission, the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. Out of 4, how many of the above constitutional bodies? Only one. A is the correct answer. Only National Commission for Backward Classes is the constitutional body. Remaining are not constitutional bodies. Now let us see one by one. National Commission for Backward Classes, short form NCBC, was initially appointed or established by the central government by the National Commission for Backward Classes Act of 1993 as a statutory body. In 2018, by the 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act, NCBC was granted constitutional status. Now it is a constitutional body. Its nodal ministry is Social Justice and Empowerment. Here observe 1993 to 2018 NCBC had been a statutory body, but 2018 onwards it is a constitutional body. Next, Human Rights Commission. National Human Rights Commission is a statutory body established under the Protection of Human Rights Act of 1993 under the nodal Ministry of Home Affairs. Next, National Consumers Dispute Redressal Commission. Here I mentioned it is also established in 1988 under 1986 Act. Its nodal ministry is Department of Consumer Affairs under Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Last one, Law Commission. Law Commission of India is a non-statutory body and is constituted by a notification of the Government of India, Ministry of Law and Justice, Department of Legal Affairs. Here the question based on three kinds of bodies. One is constitutional body which is mentioned in the Constitution. Second is statutory body. Statutory body means a body which is set up by a parliament law or the state legislature. It is called statutory body. Other is the executive body or neither constitutional nor statutory bodies like Law Commission of India. Question number 6. Consider the following statements. First statement. If the election of the President of India is declared void by the Supreme Court of India, all the acts done by her in the performance of her duties before the date of decision become invalid. It is incorrect statements. The decisions taken by the President before he is disqualified by the court judgment are valid, so that this statement is incorrect. Next, election for the post of the President of India can be postponed on the grounds that some legislative assemblies have been dissolved and elections are yet to take place. Yes, it is also incorrect. Due to the gaps or the vacancy in the electoral college, president elections cannot be postponed. Third statement, when a bill is presented to the President of India, the Constitution prescribes time limit within which she has to declare her assent. It is also incorrect. There is no time limit on the President to give or reject the bill. Here I mentioned some explanation note. There is no need to postpone the election of the President of India. Regarding to this, I mentioned two incidents here. One is Gujarat Legislative Assembly. Second is 1967 Rajasthan Legislative Assembly. You can make note of this. Question number 7. With reference to financial bill and money bill in the Indian Constitution, consider the following statements. When the Lok Sabha transmit the financial bill to Rajya Sabha, it can amend or reject the bill. It is incorrect statement. Rajya Sabha cannot amend or reject the financial bill. When the Lok Sabha transmits money bill to the Rajya Sabha, it cannot amend or reject the bill. It can only make recommendations. Yes, second statement is the correct statement. Third one, in the case of disagreement between the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, there is no joint sitting for money bill, but a joint sitting comes necessary for the financial bill. Yes, third statement also correct. 2 and 3 statements are correct, so that answer is B. Only 2 statements are correct. Here you can see this. All money bills are financial bills, but all financial bills are not money bills. Now let us see what is money bill, what is financial bill, and what are the types of financial bills I mentioned here. You can make notes of this. Question number 8. With reference to scheduled areas in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Within a state, the notification of an area as a scheduled area takes place through an order of the President. Yes, this is the correct statement. Second statement, the largest administrative unit forming the scheduled area is the district and the lowest is the cluster of village in the black. Yes, it is also correct statement. Now third statement, the Chief Minister of the considered states are required to submit annual report to the Union Home Ministry on the administration of scheduled areas in the states. No, it is not the Chief Minister. It is incorrect statement. So that 1 and 2 are correct. Correct answer is B. Only 2 statements are correct. I gave explanation here. 5th and 6th schedule. 5th schedule deals with the administration and control of scheduled areas as well as of scheduled tribes residing in any state other than the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Now let us see the 6th schedule. 6th schedule related to the administration of tribal areas in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Now under the 5th schedule there are 10 states, means in 10 states there are scheduled areas under the 5th schedule. Now let us see what is the criteria for the recognition of an area as a scheduled area. Number 1, not less than 50% of the tribal population. Second, compactness and reasonable size of the area. Third one, underdeveloped nature of the area. Fourth one, marked disparity in the economic standard of the people as compared with the neighboring areas. These are the criteria for an area to be recognized as a scheduled area. Question number 9. Consider the following statements. The Supreme Court of India has held in some judgments that the reservation policies made under Article 16 Clause 4 of the Constitution of India would be limited by Article 335 for maintenance of efficiency of administration. Yes. Statement 2. Article 335 of the Indian Constitution defines the term of efficiency of administration. No, this is incorrect statement. Article 335 does not define the term efficiency of the administration. First statement is correct, second statement is incorrect, so that answer is C. Statement 1 is correct but 2 is incorrect. There are two important cases related to reservation policy in India. Number 1, Indira Sahani versus Union of India case 1993, and second, M. Nagaraj versus Union of India case 2006. In the two cases, Supreme Court said that reservations under 16 Clause 4 are subjected to the efficiency of the administration. Finally, reservation policy generated more heat than the light in Indian economic and social strategy. Question number 10. With reference to Home Guards, consider the following statements. Home Guards are raised under the Home Guards Act and rules of the central government. It is incorrect statement. Home Guards are not raised by the Central Government Act. They are started in 1946 as an voluntary organizations. Later, in 1962, during Indo-China War, Union government advised all the states and union territories to form a comprehensive force like Home Guards. That is the genesis of Home Guards in India. So that statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. The role of the Home Guards is to serve as an auxiliary force to the police in maintenance of internal security. Yes, this is correct statement. Third statement. To prevent infiltration on the international border or coastal areas, the border wing Home Guards battalions have been raised in some states. Yes, this is also correct statement. 2 and 3 statements are correct, so that answer is B. Only 2 statements are correct. Here I mentioned there are 6 states have border wing Home Guards battalions. They are Punjab 6 battalions, Rajasthan 4, Gujarat 2, and Meghalaya, Tripura and West Bengal. Each one has 1 battalion. Question number 11. Consider the following statements in respect of the national flag of India according to the Flag Code of India 2022. Statement 1. One of the standard sizes, the national flag of India of 600 into 400 millimeters. It is incorrect statement because the standard size I mentioned here, there are 9 standard dimensions according to the Flag Code of 2002. Here, statement 2, the ratio of the length to the height of the flag shall be 3:2. Yes, this is the correct statement. So, answer is D. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. Question number 12. Consider the following statements in respect of the Constitutional Day. The Constitution Day is celebrated on 26th November every year. to promote constitutional values among citizens. Yes, this is the correct statement. Statement 2. On 26th November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India set up a drafting committee under the chairmanship of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar to prepare a draft constitution. It is incorrect statement. Drafting committee was constituted on 29th August 1947. So, answer is C. Statement 1 is correct, but 2 is incorrect. Now, let us see what is the constitutional day. From 2015 onwards, every year 26th November is celebrated as the Constitutional Day. Before that, it was celebrated as National Law Day. Question number 13. Consider the following statements in relation to Janani Suraksha Yojana. Statement 1. It is a safe motherhood intervention of the State Health Department. It is incorrect statement because it is not under State Health Department, it is under National Rural Health Mission. So that statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. Its objective is to reduce maternal and neonatal mortality among poor pregnant women. Yes, it is the correct statement. Third statement, it aims to promote institutional delivery among poor pregnant women. Yes, it is also correct statement. Fourth statement, its objective involves providing public health facilities to sick infants up to 1 year of age. No, it is incorrect statement. So the 2 and 3 are correct. Correct answer is B. Only 2 statements are correct. Question number 14. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. India's public sector healthcare system largely focuses on curative care with limited preventive, promotive and rehabilitative care. Statement 2. Under India's decentralized approach to healthcare delivery, the states are primarily responsible for organizing health services. Yes, both statements are correct. So that answer is B. Statement 1 and 2 are correct and statement 2 is not correct explanation for statement 1. Question number 15. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. According to the Constitution of India, the central government has a duty to protect states from the internal disturbances. Yes, it is correct statement. Under Article 355, it is the responsibility of the Union government to protect the states. Second statement, Constitution of India exempts the states from providing legal counsel to a person being held for Preventive Detention Act. No, it is incorrect statement. State cannot stop the person who is arrested under PD Act being hired a lawyer. It is incorrect statement. Here I mentioned Article 22 Clause 5. Third statement, according to the Prevention of Terrorism Act of 2002, confession of the accused before the police cannot be used as evidence. No, it is also incorrect statement. It can be used as an evidence. So that answer is A. Only one statement is correct, that is the first statement. POTA Act, POTA POTA Act was enacted in 2002 and that is repealed in 2004. According to POTA Act, the evidence here mentioned is the police officer. Police officer means at least SP cadre, Superintendent of Police cadre, can submit the confession evidence. Question number 16. Consider the following statements in respect of election to the President of India. The members nominated to either houses of Parliament or the state legislative assembly are also eligible to be included in the electoral college? No, it is incorrect statements. Nominated members of the parliament and nominated MLAs are not included in the electoral college. Second statement, higher the number of elective assembly seats, higher is the value of vote of each MLA. No, it is incorrect statement, because the MLA vote value determined by the total population by the total elected members of the MLAs. So that if more elected MLAs are there, obviously the vote value of the MLA will decrease. So that this is incorrect statement. Statement 3, the value of vote of each MLA of Madhya Pradesh is greater than that of Kerala. Here I mentioned Madhya Pradesh MLA vote value is 131, Kerala 152. So the third statement also incorrect. Now let us see the fourth statement. The value of vote of each MLA of Puducherry is higher than that of Arunachal Pradesh, because the ratio of total population to total number of elective seats in Puducherry is greater as compared to Arunachal Pradesh. Yes, this statement is a correct statement. See here, Arunachal Pradesh MLA vote value is 8, Puducherry MLA vote value is 16. So that only one statement, that is the fourth statement, is correct. Answer is A, only one is correct. Question number 17. Consider the following. Number 1, demographic performance. Number 2, forest and ecology. 3, governance reforms. 4, stable government. 5, tax and fiscal efforts. For the horizontal tax devolution, the 15th Finance Commission used how many of the above criteria other than the population, area and income distances? So correct answer is B, only 3 are correct. You can compare here total 6 criteria determined by the 15th Finance Commission for the horizontal devolution of funding. According to Article 280, President constitutes a Finance Commission for every 5 years to make recommendations on the distribution of the tax revenue between center and the states. There are 2 types of distributions. One is horizontal distribution, other is the vertical distribution. Vertical distribution means distribution of money from center to states. Horizontal distribution means, for example, 15th Finance Commission recommended 41% of the devolution of funding, 41% of the funds to the states and 1% to the Jammu and Kashmir. Now the 41% of the divisible pool of the taxes have to be shared among the 28 states by following the certain criteria. This is known as the horizontal devolution of the taxes. Here the correct answer is B. Only 3 statements are correct. Now we are in the 16th Finance Commission. Recently, 16th Finance Commission was appointed by the Government of India to make recommendations for the physical distribution between center and the states from 2026 to 2031, chaired by Aravind Panagaria.